Hey, Holly Boyd here again, your Christian professional organizer, author, and speaker. And I just want to talk to you quickly as we get into the warm weather. You know I do the Confident Woman Crusade, so I want to touch on confidence, especially now as we're buying clothing for ourselves and for our daughters. Now, as Christians, we have to remember, we are to be known by our fruit. We're not supposed to be known as a fruit. I mean, really, think about the clothing that we're buying. Do you really think it's the Christian boy that you want your daughter to marry that's looking at her with diva on her butt or when she's hanging out all over? Of course not. We recognize there is true evil in the world. They're perverts. So we have to be careful how we're dressing our children and how we're dressing ourselves. I don't see 10 and 12-year-olds with a job buying their own clothing and they don't have a car to get to the store. We as mothers, you as the mother, are buying the clothing for our little girls, and we certainly are buying our own clothing. I'm just saying, as we get into the season of warmth and clothing kind of starts to come off, be careful how you're portrayed, and be careful how you portray your children. True confidence is what I speak about in the Confident Woman Crusade. And let me tell you something, true confidence, long-lasting confidence, cannot, absolutely, positively doesn't come from temporary things. Everything that you can see and touch and feel, whether it's my desk, my home, or my hair, is going to fade, fall, or flab. It's temporary. So when we tell our children, and we tell them by buying them things that emulate this, we tell them that being young and sexy and let it all hang out is where your confidence comes from, we are setting them up for depression, period. Look at our society today. Is there a more depressed society? A society that has everything? Why are we depressed? Because it's never enough. The Bible talks about the continual lust for more. Things never give you that feeling of satisfaction that we're all looking for. True confidence doesn't come from temporary items. It comes from things that are eternal. It comes from your attitude. It comes from your spirit. And it comes by habit. That's why I call it habitude, Holly's habitude. Anyway, it is your attitude by habit. And we get the right attitude by knowing what your God says about you. He says you're a princess. He says your daughter's a princess. So let's act as if. Let's not buy things that don't make a princess look respectable. We're to be shining lights, not showing off. Because, first off, what are you taking credit for? God gave you your body. You didn't have anything to do with it. It is God-given. So don't act like it's all you. It's not all you. It's all Him. So I just wanted to put that reminder out there to you as you're looking for clothing for your children for summer. Buy things that emulate who you are. If you're a Christian, act as if. And not just on Sunday, but especially, please, on Sunday. Do you hate to go to church and see people hanging out there? What's with that? Anyway, you've got the creator of the world counting on you. I believe 2 Chronicles 7:14, God is speaking to America, and He's speaking to American women. He says, I want to heal your land. Okay? He does. And He's going to use us. So we need to act as if. As Christian mothers, we need to step up and do the right thing, because that is where true confidence comes from. Not from all the stuff around us, not what everyone else says, because it's just opinion and it changes continuously. Your true confidence comes from self-control and doing the right thing every time, even if you're the only one standing. And truthfully, sometimes you are going to be the only one standing. Sometimes your daughter is going to be the only one that doesn't have everything hanging out in school. And you know what? That's okay. If you're a Christian, you understand that's okay. We are not supposed to look like everyone else. We're supposed to be different. And we're supposed to emulate something that other people want. That strength and confidence, that purpose and passion that only comes from your Creator. Know your purpose and pass the purpose on to your child. Don't let him or her think that their value is based on clothing or their surroundings or things that you own, because that's just stupid. We need to stand up and do the right thing. Look, as mothers, we need to take a stand and say, you know what? Who I am, the value of who I am, does not have anything to do with what I look like. In fact, This body's going down in the grave. I, however, my spirit is going to live eternally. And that's where my true confidence comes from. Because if you do it just based on what you look like, what happens if, God forbid, you're in a car accident, a horrible accident, and you don't look the same anymore? You're the same person inside, but are you of less value now? What if, God forbid, you get breast cancer? Are you not as good now? These are things that we need to think about because they truly can happen to any one of us. So don't put your confidence in things that are temporary. And it's all temporary, except for what's inside. Know your purpose, and then purposely buy clothing that reflects who you are as a Christian. People are watching you. I guarantee they're watching you. Other than that, have a super day and just pay attention. Pay attention to what you buy for yourself and your children. And look in the mirror before you leave. Please look in the mirror before you leave. Thanks. Have a super day. Less mess, less stress. God bless. Bye.